So in today's video, we're going to be checking out Mosaiq and see if it's as good as everybody says, and also trying to craft some kind of production out of it as well. So here it is inside of my DAW. It works inside of the UVI workstation. Here are the different options in terms of library. You got beat culture, soft pop, tropical heat, hyper pop, etc, etc. Each library has instruments, drums and kits. Pick an instrument and then maybe pick some drums to do that same kind of genre or feel there. Let's flick through some hyper pop. So each key will represent a chord. The chord's on the screen right here. Straight out the gate, that sounds pretty awesome to me. One key equals one chord. Let's flick through another one. Love this. And the black notes here represent like effects. So that's like a filter. Maybe like a delay. You can actually click into each individual chord as well to make some changes to it if you like. Something that's pretty awesome as well that I find is that each preset has an effects chain and a chord progression as well as the key here. You can lock each individual one, which is cool. So say if you like this chord progression, but you're not too keen on the actual sound itself, you can lock the chord progression, lock the key as well, and then keep on auditioning presets. So see how that stayed a pop star, A minor. Now it's a different sound. Sounds pretty cool to me. Obviously you don't have to use them in order as well. You can kind of change the order around as well that way. Also, obviously you can click into here and change the key. You can also edit the sequencer here as well as effects. You can add or take away effects. Something that I really love about this as well is, and I find really important, is that even though it does say the key here and you could draw it in MIDI wise if you need to, I love the fact you can click this button here and it generates the MIDI for you to use inside of your project here. So say if you want to use third-party plugins for other sounds, you can simply just drag the MIDI out of here onto those tracks, which is pretty awesome. Kind of gives you full control of your production. Let's check out different library here, Velvet R&B. Awesome. One thing I would recommend doing, if you can, is try and be as creative as you can with these, because if someone uses them the exact same way as you, you'll end up with a similar sound in production. So obviously you can mix and change the chords around. You can also change the way you play it as well as in like the rhythm, the groove. So you can play it straight like. We can give it a bit of. Not reinventing the wheel, but it gives it a bit of change. Comes with a ton of different effects chains, presets, as well as a ton of different chord presets as well, like cinematic, dark, energetic, etc, etc. Let's try some guitar. keys. I spent the last couple of days using this to make productions. I haven't gone through like maybe 70 or 80% of the presets yet because I keep playing different presets and then hearing something I love and just having to make a production with it straight away. Like this one here, I love the sound of it. I would go in and start making a production out of it straight away. The drums, I haven't really even used any of the drums. I like using my own drums, to be honest, but they're perfectly okay. Obviously, each drum kit represents whatever library you're on. So we'll go back to Hyperpop. Etc, etc. So let me show you a project that I've been working on using this. Okay, so the whole project started with this idea here. Just that, I heard that and I just instantly knew what I wanted to do with it. Some kind of like pop type of tune that I created with this. Threw my own little drum percussion behind it. And then the idea just developed and developed, and eventually this is what it came out as. If you do want to see more in-depth music production type of videos, more in-depth than this video right here, make sure you go and subscribe to my other channel where there'll be more tutorials and things like that. I'm really going to dial down on that channel this year as I have a ton of beats I want to break down and show you. So that will be in the description. It's on the screen right now as well. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. Maybe we'll do some kind of giveaway if we do get to 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to that, as I will be really dialing some videos this year. But yeah, I added some electric keys to this. Which was super easy to do because obviously it gives you the MIDI, so you don't have to figure out the chords and the keys and that kind of stuff. I added these electric keys as well. So we had this. I did a bass guitar. And a ton of other things like effects, some vocals as well. Like I said, if you do want more intricate beat breakdowns, subscribe to that other channel. So here's what I have all together. pretty cool to me. It's funny how such a simple thing like a chord progression can ignite the spark for like a whole complete project, and that's exactly what's happened here. That simple chord progression made me think, I'll add this, and then that made me want to add more and more and more. Next thing you know, you have a pretty fledged out type of production. Before we do carry on, please let me know in the comment section below if you had this library, what kind of music you'd be making with it, what kind of projects or what kind of genres you'd be using it for. Okay, so having made that track, which is kind of high spirits, kind of like a happy summery type of tune, I thought, well, I make a lot of dark trap, drill, hip hop type beats as well. I wonder if this would do well in that kind of genre, that kind of space. So I went over to this library here, which is the Beat Culture library. Came across this preset here, which I really loved. So I thought that sounded great, kind of ominous. I doubled that with this sound here from our brand new VST plugin called Essential Sounds. You can actually pre-order this right now. It will be out on the 28th of February. I'll link that below as well. Comes with a ton of different sounds from different genres. But anyway, this is the bell that I used from that. Those two together. I did a bass. Just a nice big re-space there. And from there, I just kept on layering things on top of it. But the core blueprint for this whole production again is that that melody there from the Mosaiq plugin. This is what we came up with for this one. I say we, this is what I came up with this one. There's no real intro to it yet or structure, but this is kind of like the bulk of it. So yeah, that works really well, which shows to me that this plugin here is very multi-genre as well. You can use it for all sorts of projects and themes. And the only downside of this is that it is currently on intro price for 99 euros from 200 euros. And this will only last for today and tomorrow from when this video comes out, unfortunately. Who knows, it might be again on sale in the future. But yeah, it will be going up to full price in the next few days, which is the only downside of it. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using it. Chord progressions, just striking up different ideas for different projects, which is awesome. And the ability to drag and drop the MIDI is just amazing, especially if you just want to get the bass notes, the root notes, to use in bass lines and whatever. Yeah. And if you do want to see more beat breakdowns, make sure you hit that subscribe button on my other channel as well. I've been Dixon. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.